Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing today is a little bit different. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be drooling over someone else's builder and build because there is just no way that I will ever get enough FE to actually get enough to do that. You will get what I'm talking about once we actually take a look at it. As you know, I'm playing Bing, and this is the person or the character that I've been following for the most part. And they got to this point. Final Bing, 30 trillion DPS immortal. And once you take a look at it, you'll see what's going on. Let's just go and look at the first one. And if I just look only at the... Yeah, I'm only looking at this, like I didn't even go below the line just yet. Just getting these two, already 14,000 FE. And I'm sure there's a calculator or something that would tell you how much FE you actually need to hit tier 0 on basically everything. If I look at the trade search, I guess that's reasonable, so I just say 14,000 FE for that one singular piece of gear. It might actually be the exact same, now that I think about it. 29,334 rank life. It might just be the exact same, actually. See once again. Okay, yeah, so they are probably selling and doing something else. So let's just take a look at the builder before it actually disappears. So that's one, so it's 14k. Look at this, this should be a cheap one. It's only like 2,000 something. Again here. Oh, it's only 1,000 and something. I look at this. 9,000. Look at this. Even just looking at that, 6,000. So this is a bit worse, but let's say like 6 or 7,000 with a belt. This one again, even if I just look at this part, it starts at 10,000. And then just goes up. But even just the base is 10,000 without any crafting on it. And then here's the ring. Again, there is one that's only 11,000. No crafting on it. So it would be more like something like this, maybe 12,000, 13,000. Kind of similar here, I would assume. Okay, that's 8,000. No crafting here, so that the ones that are actually crafted on would be like 13, 14. Immune to trauma, interesting. Probably listed for that much because of deep space. And so yeah, there's like 14,000 on the ring. Here, like this would probably actually be one of the more affordable pieces. Funny as that sounds. Maybe not. I think this is the exact same gear as well. 19% on the minion skill. No, it's a different one. Mana. But it's basically the same. And that was only the gear, and it's already more FE than I probably have ever seen. But if I just take a look at the rest as well, Pedigree of Gods with Source on it is 22,000. Just to start. And yeah. And not even thinking about any of the other mods, like let alone getting a second line. Like getting an actual second line that is usable, like rapid shots on here, probably even more expensive. Compared to the other pieces, this is cheap as heck, 1700. The sparks are 2000-ish, 2000 something, that's 3 of them. It's important is the last line, only 80. Okay, these are actually kind of cheap. And with the conversion, yeah, it's already like 3000 FE. And then there's this one, I think is not that important, but like something with both of these doesn't even exist. Okay, it's only one of these. It's probably, yes, like these are, like this is 22,000 and way above if you want the second line. That is also good. And then all of these are probably not that bad, considering it's probably the cheapest part of the build at this point. And then these are just, you know, regular, like 6,000-ish. I'm only taking the fixed parts of it, but then rolling these could also be, I don't know how much to actually take. But with something like live projectile speed would be kind of the base. Yeah, like these are not even that bad. You can just upgrade them, so these are whatever. Candles are also insane. Like getting all of these positive effects at the same time is probably super. Yeah, it's could be probably just the same, similar candle. And this is 12,000 something with the downside of the additional damage taken for every enemy in proximity, which is pretty brutal. So you would probably need something that's like not even on the market. Oh wait, no. I guess you can take it. If you're immortal, I guess you can take the downside and then it's fine. Division here. Same here, you get the flat fees and the blessing gain and the hardened. That's kind of insane. Sold for the same. It might actually be the same exact. Yeah, it's probably the same exact candle. It stands to reason if they are selling one part of it, then they are probably selling all the other parts as well. And yeah, and let's not talk about the packed stuff because this is like you have to just, just swipe for it, and that's pretty much it. I think might as well look at the talent tree, and yeah, it's that. And like I said, I am just drooling over this because there's no way that I am gonna actually ever gonna get there. It's just a insane amount of FE, and I don't know how I would ever get that much FE. I don't think I've gotten that much FE in the entire time that I've played the game. That would be enough to actually make this build. Like these are compared to the price of everything else, they're basically irrelevant, but they are as good as an activation can be. For second 35% cooldown here, and like this is the part where you would need the source for, right? You get a bunch of buffs to the golems, so I guess you just, from what I see, just run all of them and get a bunch of things from everything. So fire here, frost here, protection field on, I guess not all of them, only on these two. And then you get erosion buff from here. And yeah, I'll look at the stats and the drool, like I said earlier. fine. Attack speed bonus. I don't think at this point that part is important. Critical strike chances at 100%. That's quite something. There's tier 0 crit here, and I don't know where else the other stuff is coming from. The other crit strike. So yeah, it's crit damage, speed, bunch of deterioration damage from here because you have Spark, Death Talent, so it copies the elemental damage taken, deterioration, 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 so it copies that. This one copies the one above. That would be, again, deterioration. Then copies the one on the left. That would be the elemental damage taken. And this one copies the one on the right, which would be, again, the elemental damage taken. So that's, again, a lot more defensive. So yeah, it looks quite immortal to me. Just like these juicy conversions here, like 66%. These taken to fire, and then there is 8% converted to random, anything, and here all the erosion converted into lightning. At the cheap cost of, honestly, I mean, that is something that I would like, might possibly think about. If it just converts all the erosion damage taken just to those two mods, I think that's one of the more reasonable ones. But if it was like one single piece of gear that could make me pop off, and then the others are not that bad, then I might consider going for it. But there is just so much FE that you would need to get to this state. So I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, Demolisher charge 400 something. Crazy. Got some armor. Life 5.6. Speed deterioration. Check, like these all check out. 70% res. Bunch of fizz taken as fire, and then, like I said, all the erosion taken as lightning. Very, very tanky. Probably 13 trillion. Seems right. And yeah, this goes beyond aspirational for me. Like, this is something that I don't see myself ever getting a build like this. Even if I would have the perfect strategy for it, I just do not have it in me to sit down and play with that efficiency and that grind set that you would probably need to gain all that FE. So yeah, this is what I basically wanted to go through. And I would say that it is quite demoralizing, to be honest. See, I mean, it's motivational a little bit, but then I realized what I said, that I do not have the capacity to go that hard, get the FE. So yeah, it's interesting to see what you can actually do. But this is like POB level of gear, pretty much. So yeah, I will put the code in the description as well, just so you can click on it and then you can also despair at the gap All right. I think that's it. Thank you. Bye bye.